They love familiarity. They don't like to fire coaches. Mike Tomlin obviously was there 19 years. He stepped down 2 days ago. On Wednesday, Art Rooney II, the owner of the team, met with reporters. Among other things, he discussed Tomlin's decision and the possibility of Tomlin coming back to coach sooner than later.
Well, it was his decision, and I will say that I wasn't shocked, but I wasn't expecting that conversation yesterday either. I'm not going to get into his contract at this point. I was certainly willing to take another run at it next year with Mike, and that's what I was expecting to talk about yesterday, but obviously went in a different direction. Mike indicated that he did not anticipate coaching, at least, in the near future. I think he wants to spend time with his family and do some of the kinds of things he hasn't been able to do for the last, many, many years. And so, if something like that comes up, we'll deal with it when it comes up. But right now, that doesn't seem to be on his radar.
Someone sent me the internal NFL policy yesterday that applies to the circumstances of a coach who resigns or retires with time left on his contract. The general rule is that time still passes even if the coach isn't coaching. So if you resign or retire, generally speaking, if you resign or retire with time left on your contract, let's say you have a year from now, the team is entitled to no compensation. But the next clause in the policy says that you can negotiate whatever you want in the contract. So it could say in Mike Tomlin's contract that if he resigns or retires, the Steelers hold his 1 year left or however many years remain on the contract indefinitely, that it doesn't expire. They can put whatever they want there. They could put in there that there's no right to compensation at all from the moment he resigns or retires. So Art Rooney said, I'm not going to get into his contract. The only way to know whether and to what extent the Steelers would be entitled to compensation whenever Tomlin comes back is to get that contract. And those things are almost impossible to get. You can get player contracts. They're on databases where plenty of people have access. There's no way to get your mitts on a coaching contract. So we won't know until Tomlin tries to come back and the Steelers try to get compensation. And there's always a chance, Chris, the contract isn't clear. And the Steelers think they're entitled to compensation, and Tomlin thinks they're not, and the league has to get involved and resolve it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by the revelation or what Art Rooney says there, and the fact that to Tomlin, he doesn't think he's going to be looking to coach this year. I think if you connect the dots from what we've heard, what we know, how this went down, that's kind of what it seemed like to me. I know that's what I said, reacting to it. I guess yesterday or Monday, whenever the hell that was. But yeah, with the way it played out, first the rumors about maybe TV and all of that, and then to just go in there and go, you know what, I'm done, and the organization going, wait, we weren't actually done. And like we've talked about even leading up to this process, usually when a head coach is going, wait, I'm done here, but I want to go somewhere else, they make sure there's a firing so there can't be compensation from his new team to go, wait, I'm coaching a new team, and damn, they're taking the second-round pick away from us or the first-round pick away from us. No coach wants to start off their new regime at a new organization like that. So with all those things, lined up, it felt like, and it feels like Mike Tomlin's not looking for a job right now.
You know what was odd about yesterday?
Yeah.
The 15-minute press conference
What?
From Art Rooney II? Well, I was having flashbacks to the press conference from 19 years ago when Bill Cowher showed up with that funky-ass sweater. Remember that? When he showed, they had Bill Cowher. I'm sure we can get a still frame of it. I mean, it really, it's got massive Cliff Huxtable vibes, like 15 years after the fact.
Right.
But, Pete, see if we can find that photo of the sweater that Bill Cowher wore. They had a farewell press conference for Cowher.
Right.
Are they not going to do a farewell press conference for Mike Tomlin? They haven't announced it, and it was just I assume Art Rooney wouldn't do one by himself and then come back the next day or the day after with Mike Tomlin. It just adds a little something to it. And I don't think the Steelers would have fired him. I don't think that was ever going to happen. But after 19 years, now look, they didn't do it in Baltimore either, but my point is they did it the last time around in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's something we can do. We can do just straight line back to 2007. I'm just kind of surprised that, number one, it didn't happen, and number two, I think I watched most of the press conference yesterday. I haven't heard or seen anything where Art Rooney was asked, is Mike Tomlin going to have a farewell press conference? I just don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't think he's like that. There it is. There you go.
There it is.
Right. I don't think Tomlin like that. I think Tomlin's like, he walked out of that place the other day and was like, I am out of here, and I'm out of here, and I'm not doing a football building or anything, and I don't think he gives a damn about a farewell press conference. That would be my thought with Mike Tomlin. So I don't know. And I can't remember exactly back then, but maybe Bill Cowher was trying to make sure he stayed in the good graces of, the Pittsburgh Steelers too, and the whole thing. So if he wanted a new job somewhere else 2 years from then, I don't even remember all of it, but I'm not shocked that Tomlin doesn't want to be a part of something like that.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.